Okay, guys. I'm not gonna be here for too long. I just want to talk about something that I just been seeing from just these stupid motherfuckers, these orcs, and sometimes I see some of our people talking about this too. And those are the, and those for the our people that don't know, and they just regurgitating what these fucking motherfuckers are saying. Okay, the whole shit about like, oh, um how do the other civilizations knew the other civilizations culture and all that, how they made almost the same pyramids and shit like that when they were never next to each other or never knew their if they were in the other far planes of the world, basically. Let me tell you something. The reason they knew all of this shit is because they were connected to the planet. They were connected to the grid of the planet. They knew thyself. The fact that these motherfuckers, they probably have figured it out, but the fact that they keep talking about this is so fucking stupid right now, man. Again, we know what time it is. They pushing agendas out here. But the fact that this right here has been talked about so many times, and some of us already know why, and they still want to fucking talk about it, and it's like, motherfucker, how can you not know? Either that or you're fucking lying to everybody. Because eventually you got to come to the fucking goddamn conclusion that, hey, if every civilization knew each other to a point and they were very far away from each other, maybe it was because they were all connected not subconsciously, but spiritually. See, this is the shit that these motherfuckers don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about anything about the spirit world because the spirit world destroys everything that they have taught us. The science that they taught us is completely, it gets destroyed when it comes to the spiritual science. For crying out loud, when you look at the spiritual science, people want to compare with the spiritual science with the science that they taught us, but the science that they taught us is complete bullshit because they don't know what the fuck going on. How, guys, think about this. If these people don't know what the fuck is going on and they making shit up and they teaching you, then what does that tell you? You're being taught by a lie, by a liar. All right? It don't say that, oh, but my teacher didn't know, my parents didn't know. No shit. But I bet you some of those teachers did know. Look at math. Most people be like, what are you talking about with math? People are now figuring out that, wait a minute, with math, okay, the whole code of the universe is that energy is never destroyed, just transfer. So when you are subtracting, you're taking away. You can't take away, you have to put something there. You see? You see the problem with shit like that? See, this is what people don't think of. People don't want to think about that shit. When you tell people that, they'll be like, oh, no, 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 no. See, you do that because you were taught by these white motherfuckers since you were a fucking baby. That's why you worship them, and that's why you want to fucking protect these fucking motherfuckers. Knowing subconsciously too that the sun is going to kill them. I don't care a fuck what you say. Seriously. Because at this point, if you don't know that the sun and the planet is going to kill these people off, then you're dumb. Because when you're going to watch these white people die off and they're your friends too, or you hang out with them, you're going to be wondering why they're dying off in front of me. Because, motherfucker, they're not supposed to be here. Why is that not getting inside your fucking thick, stupid skull? Are you that ignorant? Or you really just want people to come together, be all one and shit like that? Let me tell you something. That shit came from them. So you gotta pay attention to when your enemy tries to do shit like that, and then you figure out, wait a minute, why does my enemy want all of us to come together? Something sus. And you're not thinking about that too, because all you think about is the whole love shit that they push out. What does love got to do with it? We always say that. What does love got to do with it? But yet these people want us to love them while they still killing us and slaughtering us and still talking shit about us. Come on, guys. Come on. Me and my friend and other people always talk about how stupid some of these Caucasians are, or how some of our people protect some of these Caucasians and shit. And I know there's some people out here that be like, um, oh, that's it's so fucked up that you say these things and it's racist and shit like that. How is it racist if literally the planet is killing people that are not carbon? That's not racist. Eventually, you gotta fucking figure out with your fucking stupid skull that, hey, maybe they're dying off because they're not supposed to be here. They're a virus. The planet's literally telling you they're a virus. And you, hearing that I'm saying it's a virus, you're just going to get offended about it. Why? Because you want to protect these white people. You want to fuck a white girl or white boy. Now, going back, I've said this before and I'll say it again. You could look at them and be like, oh, they look beautiful or sexy and shit like that. But that's beyond the point. That's as far as you should go, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, we created these beings, but we were never we're supposed to mate with our own species. The reason they push this agenda out there, the reason they push that agenda, yes, and it's agenda, because you're not listening. Because you just want to fucking get pissed off and be like, no, I'm gonna marry a white girl and fuck her and shit like that and get babies with her. Okay, go ahead. But your kids, your ancestors are not coming back. I'm saying that right now, and you are not gonna come back either. There you go. You just killed your bloodline, you dumb motherfucker. All because you want to fuck a white boy or a white girl. But the thing is, I tell you, at least with the ladies are different. Yeah, you still might be like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to do that. But the baby will still come out carbon. And I guarantee you, subconsciously, that white man is going to be fucking pissed. He might act like he's not, but subconsciously he is. Subconsciously he is. He is. He is. He is. Okay? Don't tell me he's not when if he knows subconsciously too that the sister is a fucking goddess and without her, he won't be here. So don't fucking tell me that, oh, he doesn't know. Because when you tell people that and high authorities like your teachers and your principals and shit, they look at you with googly eyes. Why? Because they fucking know the truth. They know all these so-called Afro-Hispanic kids that are adults now, they know that they were going to be the future of this whole world and they were fucking terrified of them. So what they did, they tried to downgrade them, make them, oh yeah, cut your hair. Oh, you look sharp. You look like you're ready to go to walk. See, this is what I'm talking about. You guys are not thinking. Okay? When you don't think the way I do, you're gonna die off. I'm saying that right now. Oh, how would you know? I know because I'm connected to the planet, you dumb motherfucker. Don't question a person that's literally connected to the planet. We have people like did you know that we have people like that in this planet that we go to because they knew more than certain people? And then you're just gonna flat out just question them. You know what that tells me? You will never learn anything. Because everything around you, you're just gonna be like, oh, you just everything around you you're gonna think as a threat. Including your own kind. I get it. Don't trust nobody, basically, right? But at the same time, you really gonna disassociate yourself with the information all because you think it's wrong or you think it's immoral because oh, it's not in our code to hate one another. But these motherfuckers always do it. Oh, but let's not go down to their level, man. May I remind you, they killed you. The reason why you are back here. Okay? And I'm not even going to talk about the gods. All right? Because that's a whole different story. I'm talking about these fucking orcs, reptilians, and all that shit. I'm talking about these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers are going to die off soon. Okay? And the ones, and these are the minions of the gods. Okay? The ones that betrayed us. Okay? Because we are the titans, my people. When you tell people this, they get googly eye and be like, well, we ate people. Well, if that was true, then have you ever heard of the Titans eating people? Yeah. Of course. Do you see Attack on Titans and the eating people? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Okay, just like an animal in the wild can tell if a motherfucker is a motherfucker. Animals know, man. Animals know. For crying out loud. Just yesterday, me and my friend were talking about an animal. If just talking about if like for example, if there was a pedophile and then they go and then they run away because we saw something that that was pretty crazy. So it just caught us thinking of like that type of shit because people found like money in their house, then they found like a secret room in their house, and it's like what the fuck. So with that stuff, it was like, oh, it could have been a pedophile, and then that person ran away and left their stuff there. And then it caught me thinking, saying that, if that person went to Africa or something like that, the animals would know and hunt him down. And my friend was like, hell yeah, they know. And I'm like, of course. Why wouldn't they? They know. They know. So don't fucking tell me that, oh, it's just lottie goggy in here. These animals know. For crying out, I saw a clip once that these stupid oak beings go out of their fucking vehicle with their child going right next to a lioness or a lion, and then all of a sudden you see the other lionesses in the back of these orcs about to fucking pounce on them. I'm literally looking at the clip and like, you guys are the stupidest motherfuckers ever. Why do you think those animals are acting like that? All sneaky to them. And it's funny, these orcs those orcs thought that they were so Corbin. They thought they were so connected to fucking nature that they got out of that vehicle and started interacting with a fucking wild animal that doesn't give a shit about them at all. Because you guys gotta understand, these animals that are in the wild, they know who the fuck is fake and who the fuck is real. They know who are the true rulers of this planet. That's why if you're Corbin and you've been an asshole, and then all of a sudden these animals act this way in front of you, that's because you're not supposed to act that way, you dumbass. For example, if the most kindest, in a way, the most kindest, gentle animal in the animal kingdom is an elephant. Yes, it can be wired and everything like that, and it has, and it can be dangerous. Yes, but at the same time, for example, you know how many of our people kill these elephants, or poachers, just for money. And obviously, nature's looking at that. You guys have no idea what nature's going to do to you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't you know that those elephants that are literally worshipped? There's a reason why those elephant beings that are literally like you and me, but with an elephant head. I'm not kidding with you. There's beings like this. Just like there's a humanoid dragon, there's a humanoid elephant. There's a there's a there's a humanoid lion. Felines. We all know this. There's a humanoid spider. Yes. A person with a normal body like this, but with a head of a fucking spider. Looks terrifying. I've seen it before, and I'm like, holy shit. Almost kind of looks like a brother because the what is it, the what we call the legs of the spider look like Rastafire hair. So I was looking at that, I was like, holy shit, you know? That's just an example. I remember seeing a being like that a long time ago, and I was just like, just looking at it. I wasn't even scared. I was just like, I was just in the back of my mind, I was just like, cosmic horror, basically. What we call an HP Lovecraft type shit. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to get some of those things out there, what I need to say. The fact that people still want to push this shit of like, oh, how come um these people talk about the same things when they were in the other side of the world? It's like, come on, guys, come on. And yes, I talked about other things too, but the more poignant thing here is like, really, of course they knew that they were in this planet because they were again connected to nature, and maybe some of them obviously saw each other after they got connected with nature. They probably were like, "Oh my God, there's more people around here. Let's go to this side, or this side, or this side. Yo, brother and sister, I'll meet you there. Okay, cool." And then back then, we could just go there just like this. Okay? And it's not like we didn't went all over the world anyways. We had to make sure. The reason I say that is because we had to make sure that there was no motherfuckers trying to fuck up shit. Okay? Seriously. So anything else I could talk about just in my mind right now, if I'm forgetting anything, I guess that's it. But that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All right? Because this whole thing is ridiculous. It really is. At this point, like, what the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? There's no reason for people to act like this. There really isn't. We're in 2023. If you don't add those numbers up, it's number 7. Cosmic number, baby. And it's the year of the rabbit. What the fuck do you think is happening this year? The fuck's wrong with you people? All these people that want to act spiritually, but then want to deny the information. You're not spiritual. The fuck's wrong with you? I get it. Thinking for yourself, I get it. But when a brother and sister is literally speaking the truth and you haven't tapped in more to the other brothers and sisters, then shut the fuck up. You haven't tapped in more to yourself to find out that these brothers and sisters are literally telling the truth. You need to tap in more to yourself to figure out that these brothers and sisters are telling the truth instead of you saying, well, oh no, that's bullshit. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, I agree with that. Oh, I agree with that. I'm like, how can you agree with some things but disagree with other things? Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Either there's two things. Either they're lying to you or you haven't gone within. It's not in between, motherfucker. It's not in between. It's not in between. Because this is cosmic shit. We're not dealing with physical shit. And I hope you know right now, this year, no one's not going to deal with the physical shit anymore. Okay? They're not. They're not. Okay? And you know, since I'm here, might as well talk about a little bit of the gods. These beings that are our children, some of them, not all of them, some of them betrayed us. All because they were the assholes, to be honest with you. Yeah, we were old. That's one of the reasons why we lost. Because we were the Titans, man. We lived a long time before we had children. Okay? And then we did had kids, and then they eventually grew up and they were like, nah, I want to be a ruler. I want to be above them. How come they are on top? Because we're the first, guys. And some kids, I'm going to call them kids because they still act like kids. These gods act like kids. The ones that took the Titans down, you guys act like kids. You do. There's like no mature god or goddess that took down the Titans. All you guys act like children. Now, I'm not saying some of you guys don't change or haven't changed or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But the ones that haven't changed and still kept the bullshit, I'm just looking at you like, if you're gonna keep with the bullshit until when the shit starts happening, don't beg to your mama and daddy when they start whipping your ass. Because you're still part of our family, we still love you and shit like that. But if you okay, let me tell you this. You have no idea what the fuck you did. Okay? We came down here in this physical realm because of you. But it was more of the, evil other wicked beings. But at first it was you. And then these wicked beings came in and they saw how big we were. They saw how powerful we were. Then they started figuring out, oh, we can blow up these things and that's their power. And then we got destroyed by these motherfuckers. If we weren't in that, if we didn't fail once, that shit would have never happened to us. But guess what? we knew that shit was gonna happen anyways. Okay? Because we knew. I hope you got your gods that took down the Titans know this. You also know, even some of you know, even some of the gods that are with the Titans that didn't betray the Titans, even they know that these Titans are going to come back even stronger than they were before, and they're going to kick anybody's ass that literally put them in Tartarus, in hell, which is the physical realm. Because we're not supposed to be in the physical realm, guys. That's why they call it hell. The physical realm is supposed to be for low vibration people. Now, I'm not saying it's supposed to be for all vibration people. No. Some people come down for just that experience. And you might have some evil entities out in that realm that you need to deal with. Shit happens in the universe sometimes, man. But sometimes when you can deal with it, you can deal with it. You know? And sooner or later, you gods are literally going to have to go back to what you I don't want to say go back to what you used to be, but you guys are going to have to change your ways to what the fuck you did to us. Because you it's not all you gods, like I said before, but some of you gods and goddesses are letting these motherfuckers kill your own kind, your parents, in the physical form, which is and then making them think about a religion that's not fucking true. You could have. Some people want to protect the gods and stuff like that, right? But let me tell you this: how come none of the gods didn't stop none of these wicked motherfuckers for killing us, getting raped, and eating us? They let that shit happen. While the Titans were getting slaughtered, they were watching and they let that shit happen. Now I'm not talking about other brothers and sisters in other realms that are like, what the fuck? No. That's different. That's completely different comparing to having other brothers and sisters that brought us down and literally are laughing at us, especially if it's our children that are laughing at us. Have you ever heard the fact? Have you ever heard a parent saying that I bring you into this world and I can take you out? I'm pretty sure we heard parents say that to their children before. Why? Because it's true. Because it's true. And this shit has nothing to do with your fucking Saxons, your FBI, your cops, your courts, and all that shit. It has nothing to do with these motherfuckers. This is between the Titans and the gods. These small little dust particles that we call Saxons, orcs, fucking Dracos, insectoids. They're nothing. They're nothing. The what we call our history between you and us is literally a side shit for these wicked ones in a way. Not to say they don't pay attention about that, because they want to know everything about us. But also, what is it? What is it? We don't pay attention to them because they're just a speck of dust. They are. They're just a speck of dust at the end of the day. You are the children of the Titans. You know how amazing that is? And yet you want to consider the fact that we can take over the Titans, we can destroy the Titans. We were old when you took us down. Some of us are in young bodies now. I'm 29 years old, but I know my soul is fucking ancient as fuck. It's old, 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 old. And no one doesn't have to tell me that. Know thyself. Okay? Seriously. Know thyself. No one's not going to tell you that but you. That's why I love this spiritual stuff. Because it's about you and you only. Nobody else. Okay? You find your own story. You find what you look like in the astral realm. Hell, at the end of the day, you're a plasma ball. At the end of the day, so you can look whatever you fucking look like, cause you can manifest like the blob. Go right ahead. Seriously, man. Uh, seriously. Uh, and the thing is too, you gods, you. I'm talking about to the gods that fucked over the Titans, fucked over us. You guys are going to get your karma. You're probably getting it right now, or you're going to get it once we go into action. In a way, we already go into action every time we go within, because we every time we go within or we build or we do Tai Chi, we're destroying the system. Okay, it's the heat that's coming off of us. All right, and these motherfuckers know it. These these uh um these gods know it. And again, going back, I'm not saying some of our brothers of Titans, brothers and sisters, didn't join them either and try to take us down. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that did not happen. I'm sure it probably did, and we deal with them too. It's not like back in the day we never had Titans versus Titans or gods versus Titans. Look, I know a lot of people might be like, "Oh man, how could you talk about us fighting with each other?" I mean, I'm not saying I'm not promoting that. I'm not. It's not like I don't want all people to come together, but there's always been a history of conflict with us. Not to say we never had peace with one another, of course. But sometimes butting heads happen. It does. It happens. It does. Like I said before, shit happens in the universe. It's just that at that point in time, when shit does go down in the universe, and it's big authorities like Titans and God's faults, some of them have to man up and the woman up and be like, you know what, that was my fault. I'm sorry. That was my bad. If you want, I'll fix the situation. I'll do it. I'll do it, because we all make mistakes. Even gods and goddesses do. Gods and goddesses, Titans, we all do, you know? Especially if we went down to a physical plane of existence. Not to say we still do not own the physical existence. We do. What do you think? Why do you think it's rapidly vibrating up to match the frequency of the cosmos and the astral realm, the quantum realm? You know, it's stuff this stuff is amazing, guys. It really is. It really is. Especially if you know thyself, if you know your information. If you don't know your information, look, I'm not saying you're stupid or anything like that. That's fine. People still have a lot to learn around here, and that's fine. But when you're going to be gullible and people are going to give you the information and you're still going to be like, fuck you, I'm just like, then you haven't tapped in more to yourself to figure out if the person is lying to you or not. Because if you're confused by watching the video or understanding, then back away, do your research more, or go within more and research within. Because out here, they're just gonna push whatever they're gonna push, and then you're gonna think that it's real. That's why it's important for you to go within thyself and see what's in the astral realm, and you can see it. And that what helps more with that is your imagination. Project yourself. Imagine you projecting yourself out of your body, leaving your room, your apartment, your house, or whatever, and I guarantee you start seeing shit. I guarantee you. You know how many times I've astral projected and I seen like fucking these military people trying to shoot us and shit? I see that shit every time. And I'm over here like, do I'm dead serious. It's not like I've seen it for a long time. I started seeing it around what? I started seeing it when these motherfuckers started falling around 2020, well, 2019, I say. Like around 2019, that's when I started seeing it. Because they knew it was over, and they were trying to do everything possible to shut this shit down. going back to 2016. Okay, there's a reason. There's a reason why in 2008 that shit looked bad, and it was on Obama's watch, which a lot of people might be like, "Oh, how can you say?" See, you're using your emotions. All right, you don't want to admit the fact that certain things happen during a presidency's presidents. If it happened with Trump, I would have said thing with Trump. If it happened with Biden, I would have said thing with Biden. If it happened with freaking Abe Lincoln, I still would have said it. Come on, I still would have said it. Stop picking out straws out of your presidents. Guys, stop that shit. They're the same people, just wearing different hats. Think about this. It's a different Muppet, but it's still the same hand in that ass. Okay? Okay? Seriously. Seriously. You guys gotta think about this shit. And not to say in the what is it, in these wicked community, don't think that there's not a split. Because a lot of people think that they're all together and shit like that. Yeah, they will join together to take us down, but together, secretly together, they hate each other. They're all separate from each other. Why do you think you have the left and the right? They're literally telling you they're separated from each other, but they will come together to fight a common cause, which is us, the Carbon people, the Titans, the gods. Right? I know I'm going back and forth. We're talking about other things than the gods too, but there's just a lot of things in my mind that I need to get out, man. I'm sorry, I just have to get this out. I know some people are like, "Oh, you're just always talking," but sometimes I just have to get. Look, when I have something in my mind, I just need to say something. I have to. You could say, it's spirit. You could say it's the cosmos trying to, you could say that. I'm not going to disagree with you because if you feel like, all right, just like my friend's brother said, closed mouths don't get fed. Remember that. Remember that. It's true. Closed mouths don't get fed. Seriously, man. I don't care if you're not spiritual or not. It's still accurate and true. you know? Seriously. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you I'm not saying there's not people like that, but already it's already loaded with the connection here. The issue is already too high. Um, but I'll just close it off here. I'll see you guys later. Tell me what you guys think down below of what I've said. All right, this whole stuff between us and us and the gods is literally separate. Yes, you could put it with these motherfuckers, and not to say it's not, but what happened between us and the gods is between us and the gods, not with these Saxons and Dracos and insectoids. They probably want to be a part of that stuff because they want to be part of everything. They can't help themselves. They can't. They can't help themselves. They can't. Okay? They're like a little fucking. They're like a freaking. They're like. Should I say it? They're a virus that does not want to let go. So they have to be forced to let go. You know? Sometimes you get sick and then it just passes on after that. These motherfuckers don't. They stay. At least with other viruses, they come and leave out of your system. These motherfuckers don't. You know? You what do we need to do? Okay? Because not everyone in this planet is a white blood cell, basically. You know? You know? So the video keeps cutting off, but I am about to close this, but whether if anything's happening with your family around your area or something like that, be safe, guys. Seriously, this is how you know this shit's ending. And I know some people are gonna think, "Damn, it's crazy now," and it's only the fourth month of this year. What's gonna happen by the end of this year? All I have to say, all I have to say is this, and if you know what this is from, you deserve an apocalypse cookie. Hey, kid, you know it's the end of the world, right? Yeah, but it's the week of greatness.